you're better off pointing like front.
All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. So you can start in any seated, comfortable position. If you want, you can sit on a blanket or a towel or even a block just to help raise your sitting bones, that help your knees drop down and helps you sit up a little bit taller. If you want, you can bring one foot into the inner thigh as a half lotus position, just to help open up your hips as long as it's comfortable. Roll your shoulders up and back a few times. Just work out any kinks and switch directions. And then you can just come to sitting up nice and tall, relaxing your hands on your knees or bringing your pointer fingers to your thumb in a mudra to help you focus. Concentrate, create an energy circuit in your body. Start to turn your gaze, your thoughts, your feelings inward. Start to lengthen your breath, long, deep inhales in through your nose. Pause when you get to the top, long, deep exhales out through your nose. Taking a moment to just let everything go. Come into the present. If your mind starts to wander, just gently bring it back. We'll take one more deep breath together. So nice deep inhale in through your nose. Pause when you get to the top. Hold it in a little bit longer and then open up your mouth. Exhale, sigh it out. Release any tension. Let's do that one more time. So long, deep inhale. Pause. Open your mouth. Exhale, sigh it out. Good. You can start to open up your eyes. You can uncross your legs. And we're going to come into a tabletop against the long edge of our mat, taking one foot out long. So we're going to set up for a cat-cow position. Ground that whole foot into the mat. Make sure your foot and knee are in line. Hands spreading out the hands under your shoulders. A few rounds of cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the tailbone, lift up. Exhale, round the lower back, round the upper back, chin to chest. Exaggerating the movement. Warming up your spine. Also getting a stretch in your inner thighs. We'll do one more round of cat-cow. From here, we're going to come all the way up into gate pose. So whatever legs down long, bring that hand to the side. Reach up, lengthen through the other arm. Exhale, stretch up and over. Stretching out the whole side of that body. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Two more times. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Take that top hand down. We're going to come to modified side plank, lining up the hands and knees and the foot, reaching up the other arm, lifting up through your hip. Deep breath. We're going to come up for gate pose one more time on this side. Reach up, lengthen, exhale, stretch up and over a little bit deeper. Bringing that hip forward, reaching, turn your gaze up towards your fingers. Good, and then coming back to the side plank. Option here to take that foot forward a little bit, other foot back, coming to a full side plank. Lifting up through the hips, long straight line up between the arms, looking towards your fingers. Good, and then you can bend that bottom knee. We're going to come through back to the middle, switch side. Opposite foot goes out to the side, press the whole pad of the foot, knee, foot in line. A few rounds of cat-cow on this side. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the tailbone up. Exhale, rounding lower back, upper back, shoulders, chin to chest. Two more times with your breath. Good. And then from here, we'll come all the way up. Hand goes down the leg that's long. Reach up, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, reach up and over to the side, stretching out the whole side of your body. Inhale, 3 deep breaths. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale. And on your next inhale, bring that hand back down. Opposite arm reaches up. Modified side plank, lifting up through the hips. Looking up towards your fingers. Good. And then we'll come back up for gate pose one more time. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, stretch up and over. Hips completely forward. Looking up towards those fingers. Reach. And then we'll come back down. Maybe setting up for a regular side plank. Bringing that top leg forward a little bit. Bottom leg comes behind it. Feet staggered for balance. Lift up through the hips. Look up towards your fingers. Good, and you can bend that bottom knee. We'll come down. We'll come to facing the front of your mat, just in the middle. Tuck the toes. Lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. So from here, spreading out those hands, nice strong base. Your fingers, pointer fingers facing forward. Sending the hips back, and maybe heel toeing the knees, finding some movement. Coming back to your breath. Relaxing your head, chin towards your chest. And then from here, you can walk your feet up to your hands. Bend in the knees, ragdoll forward fold, sucking in the belly, hinging at the hips. Relaxing the head and neck here, maybe swaying a little bit side to side. Bring your body weight back and then forward, and then somewhere in the middle. Inhale, half lift, hands to shins, shoulders back, head and neck, reach forward. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold forward deeper. Inhale, half lift again. Shoulders back. Exhale, fold forward. This time we'll come all the way up. Reach those arms up, drawing the hands together. Nice straight line through the center line of your body. And then you can release your hands back down. In mountain pose, we'll come to the front of our mat, and we're going to go through a few rounds of sun salutation C. So from here, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. From here, big step back with your left foot, setting up for a low lunge. Untucking the back toe. When you're ready, lifting your torso up, then reaching your arms up. Nice deep breath. Inhale and exhale. And then you can bring your hands back down. Lift that back knee up. Step your front foot back, top of a plank. Option to drop those knees down. Lower down, chaturanga, elbows hugging the ribs all the way to your stomach. Untuck the toes. Squeeze the elbows together. Lift up the neck and shoulders, cobra pose. Exhale, come back down. Pushing through to a tabletop into downward facing dog. Resetting here. 3 to 5 deep breaths. Sending your chest towards your upper thighs. Lifting the hips up. Even bending the knees to send the hips up a little bit higher. And then from here, looking up to your hands, bringing that left knee up into your chest, left foot all the way through. Bring that back knee down, setting up for a low lunge on the other side. When you're ready, coming up, torso lifted, and reaching those arms up through the center. Good, we'll come back down. Tuck the back toes, back knee comes up off the mat, and then step forward. Forward fold, and then inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, just bring your hands back down, mountain pose. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold forward. Big step back, left foot. Low lunge when you're ready. Untuck that back toe. Torso comes up, arms reach up, sinking into your front hip. Bring the hands back down. Bring that back knee up off the mat. Step your front foot back, top of a plank, lowering down, chaturanga, option to come to your knees. Cobra pose or upward facing dog, shoulders back. Exhale, coming into downward facing dog. Maybe stepping your feet in just a little bit. Spreading out your fingers, deep breath. Stretch your arms, shoulders, back of the legs, calves. And then from here, bring your right knee in, up high into your chest, right foot all the way through. Bring that back knee down, untuck the back toes. Lift up, bring those arms up. Good. Come back down. Tuck the back toes, back knee comes up, step forward, forward fold. And then reach, coming all the way up. And then back into our mountain pose. One more time, just warm up the whole body. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold forward. This time, big step back with our right foot. Start with your left foot forward. Untuck the toes. When you're ready, coming up into your low lunge. Sinking into that front hip. Option to keep the hands here if you want to. Deep breath. And then we'll bring our hands back down. Bring that back knee up. Step your front foot back, top of a plank. Elbows hug the ribs, lowering down. Coming into your up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Resetting here, maybe stepping the feet in just a little bit. Deep breath. And then from here, bring that right knee up high into your chest, coming forward on the left toes, right foot comes all the way through. Bring that back knee down, untuck the toes. Torso lifted, reach up. Deep breath. Good. You can bring your hands back down, lift that back knee up. And when you're ready, step forward, forward fold. And coming all the way up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, you can bring your hands down, mountain pose. Good. From here, you can find your block. So you don't need it, it's just an option to have. Put it in front of your feet, maybe about here, or I'm gonna set mine like this. We're gonna set it up for a forward fold twist. So inhale, just reach up, lengthen. Exhale, hinging at your hips, sending the hips back, folding forward, sucking your belly to get deeper. Bring your fingertips down, relaxing the head and neck. From here, take your right hand to that block, bend the right knee, left leg is straight. Left hand comes up to your shoulder, opening up that shoulder twist, and then reach that left arm up to the sky. Make sure you're not sitting back on your heels, bring your body weight forward. Come up onto your fingertips, so nice and light, lift it up through your core, then we're gonna come all the way up, standing twist, looking behind you. Good. And then inhale, we're gonna reach up, hands forward, and then we'll bring our hands to cactus arms. So opening up the chest, opening up the shoulders, squeezing the shoulder blades together in the back, maybe looking up. Good, and then we'll inhale, reach up, lengthen, exhale, fold forward. Relax the head and neck. Suck that belly in, hinging more at the hips. Get lower. Then bending the left knee. Left hand comes on the block. Straighten the right leg, right hand to right shoulder, opening up that shoulder, looking up to the ceiling, reaching that right arm up. Bring your body weight forward. Deep breath. And then coming up onto the fingertips, light on the hands. And then coming the whole way up, looking behind you, nice neck stretch. Reach your arms back up. And then exhale, cactus arms. Good. Good, and then you can just release your hands down. All right, so from here, let's take our block, just set it to the front of the mat, kind of to the side. We're going to go through Vinyasa here. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Bend your knees, plant your hands, step back to the top of the plank. Lower down to an up dog or a cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, bring that right knee up high into your chest, right foot through your hands. Good. From here, we're going to come up into a high lunge. Front knees over the ankle, torso lifted. When you're ready, reach up. 3 to 5 deep breaths. Pushing through that back heel, turn straight, that back leg, really engage it. From here, we'll spin the back heel down, warrior 2. Arms out nice and long. Sinking into that front knee. Torso's relaxed in the middle. Looking towards your right fingers. Good. From here, we'll straighten out that front leg. Go ahead and grab your block and put it on the inside of that foot. We're going to come into triangle pose. So reach forward. You can bring your hand down to the top of the block. Left hand comes up, long straight line between your arms. Rotating through the center line, looking up to your fingers. To open up the shoulder a little more, taking that hand behind your lower back, looking over your left shoulder. Deep breath. Good, and then coming back up, arms reach out long. Bring your hands to your hips here. We're going to come to a revolved triangle, so take your hips, square them towards the front. Reach your left arm forward across your body. You're going to bring that hand fingertips down to the block. Try to spin that right hip back, left hip forward. Right hand can come to your right shoulder, and then maybe reach that right arm up. A few deep breaths. Good. And then you can come with that block to the side, coming all the way up, bending that front knee, stepping forward. And we're just going to go ahead and do the other side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Bend the knees, plant the hands, step back to a plank. Lower down. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Spreading out the fingers, bending the hips up high. From here, left knee up high into your chest. Bring that left foot far through as you can. Pause. When you're ready, we're going to come up into our high lunge. Bending into that front knee, try to get over the ankle. Torso's lifted. Reaching the arms up. Try to straighten that back leg, engage that leg, flexing the back foot. Deep breath. And then spin your back heel down, open up to warrior 2. Make sure your arms are out nice and long. Maybe straightening up a little and then sinking into that front knee. Good. Straighten that leg. You can grab that block, put it on the inside. So if you like that level before, you can keep it or maybe change it. When you're ready, reach forward. Bring the fingertips down to the block. You can even have them on your shin. Right arm comes up. Deep breath, lifting up through your core, and then maybe bringing that hand behind the lower back, opening up your shoulder a little bit more. Coming back up. You can bring your hands to your hips. Square your hips towards the front. Best you can, reach that right arm forward across your body. Bring the fingertips onto the block. Left hand to left shoulder. Sending left hip back, right hip forward. Reach that arm up. You can bend that front knee, move that block to the side, forward. Very good. Take a drink of water if you need to. Here we're going to set up for our chair pose. So just bring your hands to your heart center, shoulders back, bending at the knees, chest stays lifted. Tucking that tailbone a little bit, making sure you can see your toes over your knees. And then just reach those arms straight up. Drop your head back and straighten the arm. Reach, deep breath. Good, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, roll up. Very nice and slow, roll your shoulders back. All right, so for our balancing pose today, we're going to do eagle pose. So starting out kind of like a chair pose, bending the knees, hands to your heart center. Go ahead and take your right knee, cross it over your left knee. Toes can be there as a kickstand, tailbone's tucked. You don't have to go super deep. And then from here, right leg knee is over, so you're going to give yourself a big hug. Right arm goes under. Crossing at the elbows as far as you can, bringing your fingers towards you. From here, we're going to lift our forearms up a little bit, so they're right in front of us. Sink a little bit lower. Maybe lift that right foot up, and maybe it goes behind that calf, or not. A few deep breaths here. Good, and then when you're ready, you can untwist your arms, untwist your legs, shake it out, and we'll switch and do the other side. So sitting down in our chair pose, just lifted. Left knee goes over right knee, and then left elbow goes under right elbow. Lifting those forearms up, sinking a little bit lower, maybe keeping that foot there as a kickstand, or lifting the toe up, or even bringing it behind your calf for the full pose. Deep breath. Good, and then when you're ready, you can untwist, shake it out. All right, so we're going to Vinyasa down to the mat and do some deep stretch yin yoga poses. So when you're ready, inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Bending the knees, planting the hands, coming back. Top of the plank. Lowering down, up downward cobra. Shoulders back, up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just checking in on this downward facing dog, seeing how you feel here compared to maybe the first one. And then when you're ready, you can come down to your hands and knees, coming to a seat. All right. So if you want, if you have your blanket, you can sit on your blanket. But it's not really necessary. It's just to help you sit up a little bit taller. So I know Josh has his blanket, so if you want to use it, use it. All right, so from here, we're going to bring our feet together, shoulders back. And you can keep, the feet don't need to be in real close. You can kind of let them come out. And just sit up nice and tall to start out with. There's two variations. So the first one's keeping our chest up, hinging from the hips to come forward, keeping our back straight. Feeling the stretch in your inner thighs and your outer hips mostly. Seeing if you can can go a little bit deeper the longer we hold it without forcing it. Option to stay here like this, or get a little bit more into the lower back by rounding your shoulders, rounding your back, bringing your forehead down towards your toes, maybe your forearms down. Finding your edge, so making sure you're still working in the stretch, but you're not pulling or being aggressive. And then trying to relax the muscles and find some stillness. And then from here you can slowly come back up. Just our counter stretch will be upward tabletop. So you can bring your feet in front of you, hands behind you, lift the hips up, drop the head back. Stay here about 5 breaths. Keeping those hips lifted. Good. And then slowly coming back down. We'll set up for half butterfly pose. So bring your left foot to your inner thigh. Relax that right foot. We'll do 2 variations. So first variation is just taking your hand in the middle. And we'll start out not going into it gradually. So your hands might just be in front of you. You might just be sitting up tall. And then you can maybe take your hands a little bit farther. See how that feels. And reaching out and going a little bit further. Maybe if you want, using your block to rest your forearms on. Relaxing that foot, trying to find your edge again. And trying to find some stillness in the pose. So this time, feeling the pose more into the hamstring and even a little bit into the knee of the leg that's out long. And then from here you can walk your hands up halfway and we'll just add our variation. So just bringing your hands over that foot that's out long. And you can slowly come out of it, walking your hands back, taking your time. From here, we'll take our feet out wide, about the width of your mat. Hands behind you, and we're just going to drop our knees side to side, lifting your hips up, releasing any tension in your lower back. And then when you're ready, we'll set up for the other side. Just sitting up nice and tall to start out with. Just maybe bring your hands kind of in the middle between your foot and your knee. Starting out slow. Maybe coming a little bit further. relaxing muscles in the leg. Coming a little bit further. Keeping your sit bones grounded. Coming back to your breath. And then you can slowly walk your hands up about halfway, then we'll bring our hands over the leg that's long. Turning your hips, face that leg, and then gradually walking back down. Find your edge over here. And then slowly walk your hands back up, coming up nice and slow. Take your time. And just a transition, we'll take our feet out wide, drop our knees side to side. And then from here, we'll set up for our next pose, puppy pose or melted heart pose. Still coming onto your hands and knees. Keep your hips up high over those knees. Start down, coming to your forearms. And then stretch those arms out. Bring your forehead down to the mat. Keeping those hips up high. Dropping your chest down. So feeling the stretch here in your arms, your shoulders, upper back. And then you can slowly start to walk back. Yeah, you can sit back in a child's pose, so maybe feet together. You want to bring your hands behind you, a few breaths here. Good, and then from here we'll come back up. Coming back to a seat. We're going to do half saddle pose. So I want to take that block, maybe using the block behind it. Take your right foot out long. The left knee you're going to bend back in towards you, so stretching out the quad. So if you can, that foot's going to come back. If it can't, you can have a little space here or even a space here, just depending on what's comfortable. You want to bring the sides into each other, so this leg isn't rolling up. You want to pull it in, round through your sit bones. So stretching the quad. From here, we're going to come to a little bit of a back stretch, so you can bring your hands behind you. Pause here, checking in and seeing how it feels here. If that feels okay, you can come to your forearms. Now this is where you may be able to use that block to go a little bit deeper. If you want to put it between your shoulder blades, allow your head to drop back, or you can keep your head up, just right here. The full pose, if you feel comfortable with coming the whole way down to your back, if you're able to, grab your elbows up overhead. And then from here, coming out nice and slow, the same way you came into it. Forearms back up to your hands. Good. You can take that one forward, shake it out. Just sitting up straight. One or two fun. And then we'll go ahead and switch sides. Bring the other foot back. If your thighs can come to each other, you can do that, making sure this isn't rolling out if you're both in. If that's uncomfortable, you can take your foot out, even take that knee out a little bit. Okay. And then from here, just coming back onto your hands, pausing, checking in, see how that feels on that side. If you want, maybe just coming down to your forearm, staying here. And keep your gaze just forward, or if you want to try using that block to just release a little bit more through your back and then kind of open up the throat and head as well. And back. Allow yourself to relax on the block or full pose coming all the way down. And then when you're ready, slowly taking your time to come back up in stages. Pausing each stage. Like that in front of you. So just start maybe sitting up tall to start out with. Shoulders back. Vinyasa pose. So just stacking your spine here, pressing your hands down to the mat, flexing your feet. And then we're going to finish with a hip opener square pose. So a hip opener is good if you're sitting at desk for a long period of time or driving. All right, so go ahead and starting out. So it's kind of like we did this before, like you're starting out cross-legged. So you're going to take that right foot, normally cross-legged, you bring that foot in. Difference is we're going to bring it up so it's parallel to the front edge of your mat. So instead of taking that foot in, go ahead and take it out. Yeah, perfect. Okay, now the other foot, we'll start out by just bringing it in front right here. And bringing it forward. Seeing if you can keep your sit bones grounded and if you feel it in the outside of your left hip. Full pose is to bring that foot up, and it's called a square pose. So you flex your foot, stack it over the knee, other knee, there might be a big gap. If there's too much of a gap, it's probably not comfortable. You might want to, you can put that block there, or even a blanket, or just take that foot down. Right? So wherever you feel it, flexing that foot so your ankle is not smashed too much. Yeah. So it's really intense pose. A lot of people can't do that. So you want to put it in front here, but keep the integrity of the pose by keeping it like that square, bringing it in front. sitting up tall. All right, so from here, we're gonna do just, while we're in this pose, sitting up tall, we're just gonna do a little bit of arm work. So the left knee's on top, so bring that left arm up, actually bring the opposite, bring the right arm across. Whatever knee's on top, bring that opposite arm across, shoulders down and back. And then we'll bring the arm up, bending at the elbow, so stretching the tricep, lifting that elbow up, head and neck stay neutral, so trying not to hunch over. And then you can reach your other arm back. Maybe the fingertips touch, maybe they don't. If they touch, you can hook the fingertips, lift the elbow up, and just look straight forward. 5 breaths. Good, and then when you're ready, release your hands. Keep your legs how they are. Bring your hands in front of you, and we're just gonna come forward, keeping your chest lifted. And you may not be able to come forward very far, that's fine. If you are able to, some people can fold forward all the way over. Just seeing where you're at. And coming forward intensifies the feeling in the outside of that left hip. And then you can just walk your hands back and we'll set up to do the other side. Opposite foot, instead of it being in like our Indian style pose, we're going to bring that foot out so it's parallel to that front line of the mat. And you might find this hip to be more open or more closed, so bring another foot maybe just in front, or seeing how this side feels. And that looks really uncomfortable, right? So,
Yeah, but the other one doesn't do anything. Literally, it's like
you just didn't feel it.
Sitting here.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, there's got to be somewhere in between, but there's not.
Maybe drawing it more forward, over, so it's still like that square, flexing it so forward this way. Keeping it close to your knee, bringing it in towards you, and then bringing it that way. Yeah. But even now, I'm starting to feel it in the outside of the hip without even. And then from here, we'll do the shoulder stretch. So if you really don't feel it, so the same, if you don't like this stretch, the same thing, and you can see kind of it's coming back like this. So it does the same thing. It's saying this stretch too. It's all the same. Just different variations. So from here, we'll do our arm stretch. So whatever knee's on top, the opposite arm, shoulder down and back. And then reach the elbow up, straight back. Opening up, so stretching out the tricep, opening up the shoulder, keeping the head and neck, trying to keep that head up, trying to keep that chest up, 5 breaths. Go ahead and release. Either stay in this pose or taking one of the variations if you feel it more, maybe this way. You can come to that stretch as well. It might feel better. And then just 5 deep breaths. Yeah. Good. You can go ahead and come all the way up. We're going to straighten out our legs, just shake them out. And just bring your feet in. We're going to finish just how we started with a few deep breaths. So just sitting up nice and tall, roll your shoulders up and back. Taking your hands to your heart center, 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. And one more time, inhale. Exhale. Namaste. Sorry, no Shavasana today.